Good morning, folks. Welcome back. It's good to be here after 2 days off. I sit on Mastodon. I still do actually have to go on set later today, but my call time's a bit later, so I have time to actually make some stuff. So I miss doing it, so let's do it. I think we're gonna go and keep working on the gore fields and make some kind of a organic, fleshy fortress of some kind. Let's see what we can get into. I'm gonna start with some terrain. Mesh and circle, and we're gonna say radius of I don't know, 100 meters. Might not be big enough, might be too big, we'll see. Fill it. And we'll go ahead and quad remesh it. We're gonna start with a terrain today to 500. Great. Delete the original. And let's go into sculpt mode and see what kind of a terrain we want to have. We're going to want like a flat area kind of here. Like that. Maybe we'll do like that. And let's cut our strength down to 0.5. Give us some like bits here and here, just kind of around. Get rid of some there. Okay. Now let's grab our elastic grab. And I think we've been pulling up, so let's pull down today. Do that instead. I think that'll be fun. And kind of more in keeping with a fortress anyway. Yeah. And let's clear our mask now. And I'll shrink this down. Maybe I'll bring that down too. So we have that like that. Nice. Okay. Let's bring in a person for scale. Yeah, I saw Gleb put me on his list. I was super happy about it. That was nice of him. He was very complimentary. I was happy. Got that. Cool. That'll be good. Yeah. 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 Let's auto terrain this sucker. I kind of like it rough. I don't think I'm gonna flatten or like use the auto trainer detail section to make an area flat. We'll let it kind of do this. And I also don't have a huge envisioning what the terrain has to be, so we're just going to go with this. But I will, I think, sculpt mode and smooth it down a little bit. So it's not going to be quite as much as if we had not applied anything to it, but we'll smooth the top up a bit. Yeah, maybe we'll smooth our, like this is kind of like a road section up too. Yep, that's cool. I'm into it. Go back into object mode and let's save. Where are we? Yep. New 250806. Yeah, on live stream. Flesh Fortress. Just sounds fun. Good alliteration to it. Okay. So the first thing I think I want to do is lay out the walls for this thing. And it's going to go around that area. And we're going to use a Bezier curve. Delete the vertices. Draw. We're going to just draw it. Oh, wait. Before we do that, though, we want to draw on surface. Like that. with an error of 0.1. Much smaller. Fine. That looks good. I like that. Now we're going to go grab Meat Machine. And I think probably the fleshy spine is going to be their best option. I'm into that for our wall. Let's bring it into collection. Okay, we don't need the nose. So we can this, link, or just join, I think. Yes, and it gets huge and ugly. Let's see what we can do. Tab. I'm gonna just turn off our modifier for right now. Let's first off just delete this one. Okay. Now here, turn this back on. Control A, 0.1. Oh, come on. Oh, edit mode, yeah. Mean radius, 0.1. Yeah, that's better. It's not too bad. You can go a little shorter though. 0.33. Too little, but not awfully so. 0.5. Let's see if we can make that work, because I like that for a height. Maybe 0.075. That's a little higher than I want to be. 6. Okay. Let me see if I can figure this part out of Meat Machine. I don't use this one all that often. Gum resolution. Gum indent swell. What's that? Oh, that's just going to change the other stuff. Okay. 0.1. Meat 1 length. There we go. That takes it out like that if we wanted to. It's kind of neat though. Let's bring it in. Meat 1 placement. Yeah. That's cool looking. A little higher. Yeah. Meat 2 thickness. That's that spiky bits there. Towers. Bring it down. Meat 2 placement. Into that. Might have to split this up just because it's getting. Let's see. What happens if I remove X vertices? No, it doesn't get rid of the segments. Right? I don't want to get rid of the segments. Just solo that thing. Yeah, it's still there. Still 1. Okay. There we go. That's better. Now it connects. It's like I knew I knew how to do this. Let's make it smaller. I don't want to be that. I just want to barely. That's just the number of things. Okay. It's not bad actually. I don't mind the hole being a little bit larger than I was thinking. Tooth length does not need to be as high, so let's bring them down. Darasimi? Hi, good to see you. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Still a little high. Well, let's see if we're a little higher, if it's just turn train back on. That's not awful. I know it's such a. Every time I say that, I always laugh to myself. I'm like, that's a remarkably, you know, it's not awful. Could be okay, I guess. Bend. I don't want to. Let's unbend it. Keep it more straight. That's kind of cool. O G Z. Make it. Bring it up. Okay. There we go. Let's see. That's actually more in line with something I want to. That looks okay. Cool. I'm totally just changing settings to see what it looks like, which I recommend you do sometimes. It's kind of fun. Tooth scale. They're like human size. That's not bad. Pop teeth. What does it do? Anything? I don't know. Doesn't seem to do much on this one. I like it. Where's our initial... We're not doing bone chains. Finishing. Skinny fat. Does that change much? Nope. Doesn't look like it changed anything on this one. Okay. Looking good. Curve profile. Oh, taper. Right. Tooth. What does that do? Okay, no. Blob. No. Line. No. Fleshy spines. I want less randomness. Just seeing if I can find. Capsule. No. Fleshy spines. But not bony ends. Accordion. That looks better for what I want, actually. I don't know if that's actually really accordioning much, but I like it better. Cool. Okay. There's a wall section like that I enjoy. I'm into that. Let's bring in some sort of towery type sections too. I think we might just copy them from the other days. Kind of made something we liked already. We can just use this. I think. Do we want to? Let's see. And I'm gonna move this fortress. I can spell. Really? Paste. Okay, so that's big. I can scale that down just a little bit. It's already kind of curved. Maybe I'll do it again. I think I'm going to do it again. Use this bone. Bring it in. Delete nose again. That's the bone. Okay. Cool. Maybe just try to just use this one. It's kind of fine. RY90. There we go. Yeah. Kind of put this here. And into that. And I'll just duplicate it. Here. Into that. Let's see how many we want to put in here. Also good. Maybe anyway, at least for a starting point. Okay. Kind of like it spiking out like that. Okay, sure. Cool, and one more. That's sort of fun. This gives us some more visual interest for it too. Save. Alrighty. I think I'm willing to accept this as my terrain. So if I'm going to do that, or as my basics for this, I need to take all of these, convert to mesh. Okay, so they're static now, but that's fine. And I'll take this new collection ground. And then I'm going to make a new collection and call it platform base. And we're going to move ground into platform base, and we're going to move fortress into platform base. Now, I would just do another one, I guess. Sure. I'm going to come up here to scene collection, Shift A, or curve, Bezier, make a new one, delete the vertices, draw again, and we're on surface, but I'm going to kind of try to stick mostly to inside here. I'm not going to try to touch our edge, but I'm not going to freak out if I do either. Okay. Cool. Good deal. Geometry over here for the curve. We're going to extrude it 1 meter. And we're going to Control T 90. There we go. And then GZ up. How do we feel about that as our base point? Could be okay. Let's edit it a little bit though. First off, person scale. I want to make it so that it's roughly a person size down from the one on the wall. Let me go a little higher. To like there. Okay. And now tab and G. Yeah, that's cool. G. Just gonna kind of get it so it's. Now that I made it not touching, now I'm gonna make it touch. Okay. At least partially. Yeah, that's better. We do not have to be exact here, but that's pretty close. In fact, we actually don't want to be exact. Let's save again. And I'm going to duplicate it, move it to original, just to keep a curve that I have in case I need it again later. I'll take this curve and convert it to mesh. And take a look, and it's not bad, but I'm going to try quadri-meshing it to 75. Maybe not. Whoa, where'd he go? Okay. Quadri-mesh it to 100. Okay, that's better. That looks good. Mostly, almost squares. Just makes our life easier. And up here it's just a little weird. Let's try to fix this. Or just go There we go. Tab. Looking pretty good. Okay. Save. We're going to go grab our fleshy platform procedural that we created last week and bring it into collection. Cool. So we got that there. Just move it off to the side, get the heck out of the way. And we're going to take this to this and link copy modifiers. And we're going to delete this one. Cool. Pretty good so far. We're going to do more to it anyway, but take it and base is going to be platform base. So now it will generate connections to our gums here and our ground. It does both because it recognizes them both, which is cool. Now let's start doing more to it with this one. So let's say we're going to go here, to here, E. Cool. Yeah, curious. There's a platform there like that. Nice. We could even take, come here. This whole thing. Let's go to that. Yeah. GZ. Up a little bit. And 7. E. And then GZ. And maybe not. Let's get rid of that. Tab. How's that looking? That angle's up a bit. Cool. And then this one. Here we go. Easy. Just over slightly. That'll create like. Well, let's go a little more and try to create stairs. That's stairs. Yeah. Cool. And I think I'm just going to get rid of this one here. So it gives us stairs. Yep. Up like that. Cool. And then we can maybe, let's see, 2E, 3, SC0, did it get flat? Yeah, GZ. The great thing with this one is it doesn't matter how, it can look kind of wonky because it's not really following any particular great construction methods, you know. So hey, and 2. Let's just go E, SY0. So it's going to go around that tooth. How do we feel with that? I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me. Maybe we'll do that around a couple. Keep doing that. Okay. Cool. That'll be good. Then let's come up to this thing. I just want to see what it looks like. Material. That's not bad. Okay, cool. Here, Shift D, P section, split it off, grab it, tab, 7, E, Alt S. Come on, nope. Edit mode tab, A, 2, 1, yeah. E, Alt S, or just S. Just S, okay. Let's see how that looks. Did I make it too big? No, that's about right. Cool. Let's grab that, invert, select, check or deselect, Control X. There we go. cut our faces down on it. And then join it to this bad boy here. Yeah. So we got like a little platform thing going around there. Let's create a ladder for it. 7, 2, fill that. Funky ladder. Nice. We could do this for all the teeth if we wanted to. Might not be a bad idea, but it's just going to add a lot of geometry to us. So we just got to kind of keep an eye on what we want to do. But maybe let's do a couple. Let's do this one here. Actually, that one's close enough. We can just take this thing. Tab, great. 2, we'll go with that one there. Shift D, P, section. Grab it. E, scale. Cool. Select, check or deselect. Delete, dissolve those edges. Great. And joint back to this. Cool. Tower there and there. And let's create a ladder again. Makes sense to do on the inside, I think. But it sticks out over, so maybe we need to do another face. Stay plane. R. Cool. GZ. Good deal. Fill. Fill. Great. Love it. So we got 2 controlled towers there for watch towers. Probably this one here minimum is another one. Let's grab it. And the higher up we go, the smaller they'll be, but the more platforms we'll have. So I think I'm going to actually take this one down and make it lower. Is it on par with that one? I don't know. Maybe this one even. Shift D, P, section, kill it. And this one angles more too, so you probably want to fix that. Although actually it'll be fine. E, scale. Great. And you know what? Let's do invert and individual origins, SC0. Flatten them all. I guess it's a funky kind of weird angled platform that could be neat looking. And then select, check or deselect, nuke them. Okay, and then join that to this. Cool. So each individual one is flat, but it warps around a bit, which is cool. I like that. And then 7, and maybe we'll do another platform as well for this one too. Plane. Make it even smaller. Okay. Fill. And let's just solo this thing. Come back here. Actually, we're not even going to connect it. We're going to do it this way. EZ down. GX forward. Yeah, there we go. Hi, little curry bread. Good to see you. That's looking neat. I'm liking it. So we got our basic platform. This one I think maybe we'll give a railing to. Just kind of off enough that maybe it needs a railing. probably not here. Easy one. Up. There we go. Funky railing. Actually, we'll give these ones one too. It just makes it look kind of more intentional. Kind of trying to, I don't know, run the gamut between it being chaotic and organic, and feel like an actual fortress. So you kind of got to figure out, play it by ear a little bit. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like having the railings. They're fun. And I just want to look and see what does the mesh for this look like? How bad is it? Oh, it's not bad. Because it's an easy way to get some cheap things out of this. Let's see. So how big is it? We look at it. Tab. 3L. Just separate it from the teeth. At least for right now. I don't want to mess with the teeth. That is 4,000. Cool. Remesh it to 4,000. Why not? And we need to make sure we get rid of the original wherever it puts it. Maybe it's that one. Right? Let's see. No, it's not. We're going to get rid of that. Now, where did the other one go? Where did you put my fleshy spine? Retopo bezel curve. That's the platform. Let's just rename that. Platform base. Fortress. That was the original. Goodbye. And M into platform base fortress. There we go. Because now it's got better, it should have much better geometry. Yes, it does. Hey, Michael, happy Odin's Day to you as well. I'm glad I could be here today. Let's take this. Actually, let's take all these. Oh, come on. Come on, Seth. There we go. Those. And Shift D, P. Okay. Come back, grab it. Tab. A. SZ0. Flatten it. Cool. GZ. Up a little bit. And GX. Bring it in a little bit. And come out and join it to this thing. Tab, and let's disconnect those, make like our outer wall stretch, go along like that. Yes. So we have like a wall perimeter section there. Cool. And I haven't even done really anything inside. We've just got our wall going. And we don't really have a gate if we want one. And it's a pretty wide entranceway. So it's not super defensible, but we probably want to make it a little bit more defensible. But I kind of wanted to make it feel like they had used this part and then built the rest. Let's go for our building. How do I want to do this? Bunches of options. Maybe we'll start with some meta balls this time. Keep it very round. I was trying to decide if I want to go round or straight or flat, but round is good. Take it up, meta ball to there. Cool. And then Alt D. I'm just gonna kind of lay out. Just kind of looking at it like it's a map, honestly, on the top. So that's going to be like our building in the center. I feel like that's maybe good enough. Let's just move that back in. No, I like that. Okay. Then let's take this one. I don't know, whichever one. This one. And Alt D and GZ up. And then cool. Sure. And then Alt D and over to here and scale it up. And we'll make it a little straighter. Something like that. I mean, given our person size, that's still a tower. That's fine. I think we're okay there. That feels reasonably all right to me. So let's take our meta balls and object convert to mesh. That just makes one mesh out of them, and as I have said many times, the geometry sucks. I hate the way it does this, but that's what quad remesh is for. It's like 1,000. Let's go with 2,000. See if we like 2,000. Turn off the original. Much better. Okay, and go to the sharps. Alrighty, so how do we want to play it? We could do a lot to it. It doesn't really need to be meshed much, because just trying to think how I want to play this thing. I think, well, one thing I think I want to do is, oh, okay, that's not going to work, but maybe we can go to here. Yeah, sure. To here. Cool. There. And no, not one. There. And maybe, can we get another one more? I don't know, it's gonna kind of curve wrong. All right, that'll be fine to start with. Q curve extract. So now we have those curves going up there. And unfortunately, we deleted our other one, I think, but let's just make a new one. We want to use, let's do this spine. Don't need the nose. Vertebrae, I do think I need. Yeah. This. This. Yes. To this. And join. Cool. Word. Solo it, tab it, kill those. All right, and that changes a lot of things, doesn't it? Okay. A default mean radius of 0.05. Let's see, is that too small? That might be too small. Yeah, let's go to 0.1. And I'm just going to take this one and L and segments, switch direction. The other ones all look like they're going the right direction anyway. Yeah, okay. So now everything's going up. Cool. Now, length influence, is this going to make any difference to us? No. Count based. We want more. And scale it. Let's see. And we want that to be certainly 1. Strength that, not, okay. Not changing that. Change size initial. Bigger, yes. Cool. Just tweak it a bit. All right, we'll keep it to there. That looks cool. I'm into that. We have weird spine growths up along that. I'm into it. Let's take this again, see if we maybe make some more. Let's go from here. Cool. Q, curve extract. Great. Take that to this and join. Cool. But we need to rotate it. Tab. This one. L. Control T. Bring it up. Yeah. And, all right. Fine. Oh, why are you being that way? Great. G. I'm just going to cheat it. Drop myself. Great. Weird spine growth. Why? We don't know. But we're into it. Okay, and we are into it. So that's okay. This needs to go to M, platform base fortress. Because we want to do things on top of it. I think I could make more spines, but let's leave that enough for right now. So let's object convert to mesh and move it to fortress as well. Okay. So now we can come over here, tab, and there we go. And let's just take this from here. Come on. Too high, actually. Well, I'm gonna need it anyway. Okay. Let's take this, turn it off for right now. That'll make things faster. Tab, there we go. So let's use this one here instead. Yeah. There we go. 7. E plus P section, split it out. Flatten it down. Cool. And join it to this. Turn it back on. Hey, Shayla. Good to see you. And we got that there on this side now as well. Maybe that's too much. I feel like that's too much. Let's actually, and make some more interesting things. We can just maybe take it through. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of all of that. And then get rid of all of that. Yeah. And then 2. Fill them back. Make it. Oh, wow. Let's just remove all that are not used. Cool. We're going to make muscles, because non-muscles anymore. We'll make it bridge. And that's going to be assigned to bridge. And everything else is going to be assigned to the default. and tab, and 2. Make a bridge here as well. Hey, Brian. You can see you. Somehow I missed you. Cool. Back in. Now let's see what we got. Yeah. Cool. That's better. I'll do the same thing on the front side too, I think. I do want to have like a ringer on the top kind of though. I just think that would be kind of badass. So let's turn this thing off again. And 2, can I just do a ring like that? Yes, I can. ES, scale it out to there. Cool. And join it to this. Turn it back on. Nice. I just want it to kind of feel a little bit chaotic, you know? And I think that that does nicely for that. And I think we get more out of that. We get another bang for a buck if we come over here. Let's, again, turn it off. Tab. And maybe... There's not really a good loop there, is there? 2. No, it's not really a good loop there. Okay, well, we'll just do our own then. Happy accident geometry, you know? That'll work. 7. Shift D. Scale. Or not, sorry, before we Shift D. E. Scale. Just makes our life easier. Plot. P. Move it off. Come out. Oh, come on. Sharpen. And some funkiness on the height on that. So let's just take it and tab a SC0. Flatten it in. Cool. That looks good. 1 second, folks. I just gotta make sure I... Checking my call time for today, making sure it hasn't changed. All calls stand, yes. Sorry. Work. Anyway, back here, good. And let's join it to this, and tab, and 7, and let's just make ourselves a bridge to here. No, wrong one. Bridge, assign. And let's see what it looks like. Come on. Oh. The curse of not being in the correct window in Blender continues. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Then the next thing I want to do now is get rid of all of these light poles. They're starting to annoy me. For right now, I'm going to get rid of all of them. Lamps, density of 0. Yeah, I know, right? They extended me for a third day. On the one hand, standing in uncomfortable wardrobe shoes, you know, dress shoes for 12 hours is not necessarily my idea of the most fun ever, but, you know, hey, it is some money, which is nice. There we go. Liking it. And I want to go grab my sphincter door from the other one we used. Just actually, yeah, we don't need this one anymore. Let's use it. File, open recent, Fleshy Farm. At least it's an indoor shoot because it's quite rainy today. I'm happy about that. Okay, where was I? Where was I? There's me door. Got it. Copy objects. Back to our scene. And I'm just going to put it in scene collection. Paste. Cool. So we might use a couple of this one. Reuse, recycle. It's always good, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we should probably push that in if I care. So that there's some apparent hole there. So let's, again, turn this off and then edit this. And subdivide it. 2, sure. We don't have to be exact. I don't think we're going to do close-up shots, but I do kind of, excuse me, I want to see some shadow, if nothing else. There we go. That'll just push that in there. Good. Should be fine. Okay. And then let's take our door again. And Shift D and G over here and down to our like fortress main thing. I'll make it a bit bigger. Maybe not that much bigger. Let's go twice as large. Bring it in there. Cool. I'm into that. I wonder, actually. Let's just see. We could put it here. Like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. That might be a good solution for our entrance. Just to have it do that. If we do that, then we'll move this one to Fortress. I don't think these two need to move there, but that one does. Now we turn this back on. We're starting to get some stuff. Starting to feel pretty good about this. Let's jump around to outside of our fortress for right now and play with the landscape. And I think I want some slime water. So let's do that. Mesh, circle again. There. Cool. Tab. Fill it. E down. Bring the whole thing down. Figure out how much water we want. I guess my path is not really a path anymore if we do that too much, but that's okay. I do kind of want some slime water. And we can always edit our ground too. But if we're going to do that, we want to turn this off. Grab our ground and sculpt. And we're just going to bring up our path then. Yeah, cool. And we can take that down. And bring that down here. Just kind of mess with it. Yeah. This will also help us have less stuff we have to worry about populating the outside for our inevitable vertex count. Much better. We're not going to come to the edge here ever, but let's just bring it up so it does cross the threshold. File, save. Got to get me some of that slime water, man. Yeah. Okay. Tab 3, GZ. Let's just go up to, there we go. Keep it just underneath our ground. Okay. And we'll just go get some materials now, I suppose. Append from the gore fields. Material. We want organic lighting. We'll get organic from its own. We'll get fat meat from its own. And green bioware. Cool. So green bio is this one. Cool. This one, tab AU, smart UV project. Okay. And it's going to be organic with lighting for our ground. Now, I'll just turn this back on so we can see what the heck we're looking at. This one is already what? Alien Organic 1. So let's try making this also Alien Organic 1. Oh, I need to get bone too. This is going to be Alien Organic 1. And F4 append bone. Okay. I probably already had it because this side is it, right? No, that's muscle. Oh, because I redid it. Never mind. This is going to be... Oh, I did have it. Bone 1. Okay, turn this off because it's calculating while I'm doing things. It's slowing me down. That's bone 1. We'll get rid of this and that. These are bone 1. I think they were all, they should all have been, yes. Yes, they were all instanced from each other, so they're good. This is going to be, I think I want, well, we'll try alien for right now. Organic 1. I'm not sure. And then this, we need to tab A, U, Smart UV project. We may need to do this for the other ones too. Unwrap it. Come back. And it's bone 1. Capital. And let's take a look. See if I've got it right. Yes, but certainly we do see some things that need to be UV'd. Tab A, Smart UV project. That's so nasty looking. I love it. Cool. Great. Did that get it? Oh, it's still lowercase. That's the wrong one. Uppercase bone 1. There we go. Now it's right. Way fleshier. That's so gnarly. Nice. And we can just turn this back on just to see what it looks like. Don't even need that one. We have no balconies right now. We'll keep it because we want to put a balcony on it later. Turn it on. I do not have a community group. I'm just bad about maintaining them. So I suppose I could make my own Discord channel, but I don't have one. Gnarliness is the plan. Yes, it was not an unpleasant response that it was gnarly. Oh, that's some bad. Ugh. Okay, that does not. The backside doesn't look great for the UVs, so we'll have to decide if we're gonna look in the backside. We'll have to figure that out. But right now, not good. Front side's good though, and that's what matters right now. I do have a Patreon, yes. And in fact, the next thing we can use, I can show you, is I just shared a whole bunch of characters on my Patreon up at the $5 and up level. And we're going to use some of them for this scene now. So let's go grab those guys. Which one? We'll pull this one out of here. Yeah. File, open recent. Come on. Gorefield humans. Don't save. Yeah, so I went out of my way to make some very messed up clothing over the weekend and put it on some characters. I'm going to use them for this role, but these guys would work pretty well for zombies or for any real post-apocalypse scene whatsoever. But he's not in it. I made him afterward, but he's also not as good. I was just trying a different method. The cool ones are over here. I'm just going to put some of these folks on our walls. And they are static posed because the rips don't let you repose them anymore the way I did them. But I still left them with their bones so I could grab them easy. Let's turn back on. Where is it? I always forget. Bones. There we go. So I can grab them. But they don't do anything anymore. Let's get this guy. I like him. Frankie. Select the hierarchy. Copy objects. And we're going to put Frankie up here on this tower here. New collection. People. And bring them over. I think I'm going to get rid of the other guy now, too. Ivan is gone. There is no Ivan. There is only Frankie. Okay, let's get him lined up. Pretty high railing on these, but that's fine. It kind of works out that way. He's also kind of short, I think. Yeah, now he's touching. Yeah, that's fine. So have him up there, you know, all along the watchtower and all that. That works. Then we'll grab this guy, sure. And any people, and we'll put him up here. And cool. Move them over. I was quite happy with how these folks turned out. See when we show the materialized versions of them, they look pretty good. Yeah, I like him there. He's checking things out. I'm not sure we'll use all of them, but we'll use a couple. Let's put this one. And where do we want to put Lisa? I don't know. Maybe like here. Did I do it? No. Paste. There we go. Lisa. G over to there. So there's a couple folks to look at later. Cool. So story-wise, this is another respawn point, so you actually get humans, but you can tell they've been here a little while and they're starting to look a little rough around the edges clothing-wise. So, um, let's turn that off. Make sure. Ooh, what was in there? Was there anything in there? Well, maybe not. No, I think it was okay. I think it just was a eye trick thing. So bring it back. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay. Save. Now, let's keep it going. We might bring a few more people in later, but that gives us a little bit to start with. I'm going to come to this thing, and I'm going to turn off platform again. And here, tab, and... Oh, they're normal folk, but you could use them for zombies if you got the pack. If you wanted them to be zombies, they would work quite well for that. But they are normal folk who just live in a very nasty sort of place. Let's just grab all that. Yeah. Cool. And vertex group, assign. Okay. Save. Yeah, or both. There, what happens when you wake up in this environment and don't know what you're doing. Fleshy rib cages. Let's grab these two. Actually, can I grab multiple at the same time? I haven't tried this before. Select objects. I'm always cycles. Yeah, I'm just gonna one at a time. I kind of hate Eevee. I am not an Eevee fan. Collection, paste, M, new collection, fleshy rib cages. Oh, but I want that in. Damn it. Okay, move the whole thing into collection. Where are they? Fleshy rib cages. Okay. I don't need vertebrae anymore, actually. Because we've applied everything. Okay, fleshy rib cages. Those are our objects. Let's grab geoscatter. And emit from the ground. Yep. Yeah, we're just going to go with the base empty and we'll tweak it. Scatter the objects. Okay. So we have 0 distribution yet, so we can't see them. But we know the few things we want to do to it. First, scale. First, we want the default scale up by, I think it was a factor of 5, might be more. We're going to add a random scale to keep them different. We're going to random mirror them. Rotation, we're going to allow for a random rotation. We can go up to 30 on this one. Cool. And then culling masks, we want the vertex group so that doesn't go inside of our castle, our fortress, and distribution 0.01. And let's bring some in. And I don't mind them in the water, so that's okay. We want to make sure that our distribution, limit self-collision, radial distance, we want them at least 5 meters from each other. And I think maybe I want them proximity, repel, fortress. Come on. Fortress. There we go. At least 3 meters from that. Is that too many? That's a lot of rib cages. Let's cut it down some. Half it. And maybe make them default scale factor of 8. Make them a little bit bigger too. That's cool. I like that. Save. Come back over here, and we're going to do the fleshy spine. The spine was fun. We'll grab it. And over here. M. Collection. New collection. Fleshy spine. And again, we'll just do a default base 1. Now let's rename it. Spine. Rib cages. But spine. We want limit self-collision. Radius of 5. Sure. We want a culling mask also of that vertex group. Good deal. I don't remember what my default scale is, but I'm going to say 5 times. With a random scale. And a random mirror. And a random rotation. And a repel of the fortress. By at least 5 meters this time. And then distribution 0.01. Oh yeah, that one's nasty. That's okay. So we need to do more than that. My random rotation. Okay, we want random rotate on. Scale is going to just be 1. Yeah. And I think we want an offset. Push along z-axis minus 0.25. Bring it into the ground a little bit more. Cool. Maybe even a bit more than that. Minus 0.5. Okay. Sure, that looks cool. And then we'll grab the regular spines. These ones. M, collection, new collection, just spines. And select. And scatter objects again. These are fleshy spines. Let's rename them. Fleshy spines. And these are just spines. Okay. And them, pretty much the same stuff. Culling mask to our group. A random rotation is good. We'll leave scale normal for right now, the random scale. And proximity repel from our fortress. Minimum of 5. And we'll say again, I don't want limit self-collision. I don't want them within 4 meters of each other. An instance 0.01. And they're very small, so we want them bigger. Scale factor 3. 3 feels all right. But we want less of them. It's still too many. 0.003. Just a couple. That's working for me. And since we made it, we might as well use it. Fleshy bushes. They're just these little gooey things. But they're fun. And paste. New collection. Fleshy bushes. Select them. And do it manually again. These we will allow on the path, I think. So we won't do the culling mask. We won't limit self-collision either. So no vertex group, no self-collision. Random rotation we will allow, but we will cut our tilt down to like 3. We're not going to do vertical influence, though. We'll keep them pointed along the normal. Default scale, we'll keep that. We'll add a random scale. And I don't care if they go close to the fortress. So, let's see. Instances 0.1. And we get, there we go. Lots of them. They just kind of go everywhere. But they're fun. They just help break up the base terrain a little bit. Let's turn this sucker back on. And let's see what we got. Yes. Cool. That's working for us. Quite nicely. Let's grab the world from last week. World 1. And put it in there. And then clearly we're going to need to lower our exposure. Like 5. We might put a sun in here too. I think we did last time as well. Let's do that. Turn off collection. Lights. F4. Append. Light. Sun. Yep. Matches to what we had before, minus the fog, which we want to add still. Gross, though. I'll have to go grab the fog, too. Probably about the right size. Yeah, it's actually bigger than it even needs to be. Fog, move, new collection, fog. We did a bigger scene last time. It's always good to see. 1, GZ down to like right there. And we'll just leave it alone. Let's see how it looks. Pretty gross. We need to change our camera now to, we'll go with the ARI, or the ARI, and we'll set the clip end to 500. We'll change our lens to the Cook anamorphic. Did I do it? No. Cook anamorphic. No, I did. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Lens 35. We're just not in our camera. That's why I didn't notice the difference. There we go. Now we're looking at it through the camera. Exposure's fine. Resolution. Panavision widescreen. And there is our fortress. It's kind of not a bad establishing shot for it. Look at the boons, man. Ugh, yeah, exactly. Now let's grab some more ripped up people's clothing. Let's see. Since she's walking, let's use her. Bonnie. Let's put Bonnie right here. Bonnie. 7. There we go. And move her over. This is a starting time. Let's see if we might need to move her again. Scale can get weird with you with these things. It's like she's very small. I would have thought she would have been bigger there. But that's fine. Let's bring her closer. And we need to lower our camera more. Which is why we have people in scenes. Yes. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. Let's bring her more to like here and down, maybe? Let's see. We should be able to see her. Yeah. Yeah, she's tiny. She's basically the equivalent of man with stick. But, you know, whatever. Well, sometimes you need a man with stick, or a woman with stick in this case. And to give you an idea what they look like kind of without. There she is. Now let's just hide bones again. Okay. I might increase our bushes on this one. I feel like there's not enough of them. Fleshy bushes, if we go to like 2, it's gonna be everywhere, right? It's like 20 times as many bushes. Let's see. That might be too many. 1. We just need a bit more interest to keep the ground from looking like a material that's been stretched across the ground, which is of course what it is. And there are a few things we can do. I have to be careful today because I cannot go over too much today because I have to get ready for work. But there's still some stuff we can do. I'm gonna try. We could use mine. Let's use mine. Let's see, we're just gonna look. So we kind of need something that crosses over this section here. This bad boy there. Tab. Oh, and let's come before we even do that. Let's turn off geoscatter right now. And platform. Turn off that. Oh, come on. Right, edit, exit. Exit Edmund first. Okay, platform. Turn it off because it's just going to make our life a lot faster. There we go. Okay. So if we go here and see. 0. Check our font, our size. Let's just grab a bit more. All of that. Right there. Is that enough? That'd be good. Okay. We want that to be our growth point. Okay. Shift D, P section, come out. Tab A, got to give it a vertex group. Remove, and then assign. So that's everything. Okay. Now, speaking of my Patreon, we have this modifier available on me Patreon. We're going to use add modifier tendril creation. We're going to try to be a little bit more controlled with it than last time. Last time being last week. Vertex group is group. It does not have a target yet. We need to give it a target. Let's just create empty there. Empty sphere. And move that to M, new collection, tendrils. And we'll move. Come on. Where'd the other one go? I guess it's going to be in ground. There we go. Right, that's it. Yeah, okay, that's it. Good. What? Oh, right. It's invisible because this is on. Target object is going to be... Where am I? Tendrils. Empty one. We'll keep the source so we can see where it's at. Yeah, okay. We're going to cut our density just to even 0.1 to start with. Make sure we don't go nuts. Growth offset length to 0.25. And radius to 0.25. And iterations. Okay, yeah, so that's the size we're looking at. 150. It's going to create that. Cool. And we can decide to grow on surface if we want to. If we did, the collision object would be ground. Let's bring it back. I kind of like that it wasn't, but we'll see. No collision. No collision is kind of neat this time. It just kind of writhes in and out a little bit. Kind of into that. Yeah, kind of into that. Let's increase our density to 0.2, double it. Yeah. And our iterations just to 100. Let's see if that... Still getting to the center just fine. 50. Some are. 25. And... it grows. It's just kind of fun to watch it grow. And it's going to go to 100. Cool. Let's move her again. Not loving her there yet. Pretty good with this thing here. Well, we'll get to it. Okay, I'm into that. Let's increase our resolution to 8. This gives us better circles. Cool. And I guess we could add twinning now because we're not worrying about touching. Number of duplicates 2, 3. Duplicate offset scale 0.5. Duplicate, or we can really spread it out. Ooh, yeah. That's kind of neat. Duplicate radius is tiny. That we want to do 0.5. So they're bigger. And we get lots of tendril-y things following along. That's kind of cool. Let's do it. I'm into that. And we can go ahead and apply it. or convert it to mesh rather. No, it's apply. Sorry, on this one. Apply all. Great. And, oh, actually undo that. I don't want to apply all yet because I don't want to keep source mesh. Now we can apply all. And that gives us that. It's looking pretty good. Yep. Caps are there. We are good. I'm okay with that. Tab, A, Smart UV Project, unwrap it. And we'll give it maybe materials of organic available materials. I think we used fat last time. Fat meat ones, I think we used last time. Let's use that again. Import material. And let's see what that looks like. Nice. That helps break up our space more. We do need to move our lady though. Some geoscatter back on as well. Yeah. Cool. Bonnie. Where you at, Bonnie? I think Bonnie got buried. No, she's still, well, kinda. Yeah, she did. Let's put Bonnie here or here. There, I think that's a better spot for Bonnie. Cool. She looks good. Yeah, she's sticking out. Cool. Just checking her foot. Yep. Go a little higher. She's squishing in a little bit though. Probably accurate enough for this world. I imagine it goes quite squishy. Alrighty. Oh, we're going to turn this back on. It's gross, but it works. Yeah, I think that's fun. I am into that. Not a bad day's work, my friends. So we got our fortress with the combination of the teeth and the spikes, which I like. We used meta balls to make our building in the center. Ran some Bezier curves along it to give us those spines. Put our platform on the inside, added some towers. Brought in a few objects like this for our door. And then geoscattered out gross stuff pretty much everywhere, which I think works. I'm good with this one. Let's just focus on her. And might rotate the sun a little bit, but I think that's good. Yeah, working for me. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate it. Sorry for missing the last 2 days, but I should be back on regular schedule again, starting today. It may take me a little bit to get these posted all up online because I do have to get ready and go to work in like the next 45 minutes. But I will get them up there, and we will be back again same time tomorrow to do some more stuff. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and we'll see you later.